welcome to Differ Fashion Academy. My name is Deborah John and I am a fashion designer, a creative director of Differ Designs. In this video, I will introduce you to fashion design, especially if you're a completely beginner. This channel will be looking at fashion as a beginner, or if you are an advanced student but you miss the foundation part of fashion, this is absolutely for you. It is very important for you to start at the foundation part before you climb the higher ladder so that you don't get confused when you are there. Let's get straight into today's lesson. We'll be looking at what fashion is, what fashion design means, who is a fashion designer, the different types of clothes fashion designers make. So please relax, listen and enjoy the lesson. For now, you don't have to own a machine before you start this particular lesson. As time goes on, we will advise you accordingly. You don't even need to own anything right now, but just listen attentively, you will understand what is fashion. So I'm going to be taking, because we are beginners, right? I'm going to be taking it very slowly so that you will be able to understand and hear me clearly. What is fashion? When you hear fashion, what does fashion mean to you? Fashion is simply what you wear, what I wear. This is fashion. This can be called fashion as well, although it's recommended, but it's also fashion. My jewelry is also fashion. So fashion is simply the art of creating clothing and accessories to fit into your environment, your culture. So fashion actually includes clothes, just as I mentioned, your shoes, your bags, your accessories. Fashion actually helps people look good, right? Feel confidence and express themselves. It makes you to be able to tell on your personality. That is what is known as fashion. What people wear can actually change with time, culture and lifestyle. It just depends on your environment, your location, where you are from, and the kind of thing that you do in life. It tells fashion. What is fashion design? We are going to break it down because this is a beginners friendly class. What is fashion design? Fashion design is a process of making clothes. The process of making clothes. Fashion design involves thinking of clothing ideas, choosing fabric, cutting fabric, sewing clothes. So when you hear fashion design, you have to imagine fashion design is just like an artist where they have to imagine a particular thing in their thoughts and bring it to life, right? The same way for fashion designer, you sort of imagine some sort of outfits or some of thing that you want to create, and you choose a fabric that you want to make. Now let's say for instance, now I have imagined that I want to sew a shirt jacket. I need to choose a fabric that will go for the jacket that I want to sew. Then I place it on maybe a pattern, or I do a freehand. All about taking your measurement on a particular paper before transferring to your fabric, or you can mark on your fabric and cut and then sew. That is what is known as fashion. In summary and in a simple word, fashion design means making clothes from start to finish. So one thing about fashion is that because we are a beginner, even though, so I know that some people might probably own a machine in their house and they just want to jump into it. Calm down. So it's going to get better. So just be open-minded that this is what you want and you will definitely understand it. So once you get the foundation of fashion, every other thing will fall into place. Who is a fashion designer? A fashion designer is a person that designs clothes, takes body measurements, cuts fabric, sew garments, right? So I am a fashion designer because I design clothes. I measure before I sew. I will cut it. You have to take a measurement, place it on the table, measure, cut before you sew a garment. That is known as a fashion designer. A fashion designer uses creativity. I have to think. I have to look for an idea, right? Your hands, I have to use my hand to chalk, to sew, and my skills. Anyone can actually become a fashion designer, right? As long as you are learning, you are practicing. You have to practice, because if you are just thinking or imagine that those things are on your head, you will definitely forget. So you have to practice for you to be able to know how to do it. Let's look at the types of clothes fashion designers make. Fashion designers can actually specialize in different areas, such as we have the women clothes, we have the men clothes, they have the children's clothes. Under this women, men, children, we have simple everyday wear, we have the street wear, we have the couture, we have the asoebi, we have the native traditional outfits, and so on and so forth. So you don't have to actually learn everything at once. In fact, one thing about fashion is that every day there's always a new thing, right? So that is why if you actually narrow down on a particular thing that, okay, this is what you want to do, you can actually expand on it. But though it's advisable that you learn little from almost everything, right? Then so that you can know the one that goes well with you, that design well with you. Let's look at the tools used in fashion design. We have a lot of tools, but we are going to look at the basic tools for now, and it's going to be displayed right now. So that is a sewing machine. Though we have different kinds of sewing machine, we have the industrial, we have the manual machine. Anyone you have or anyone you can get as a beginner is fine. So I'm going to also take you through the process on how you can operate this machine as time goes on. We have scissors, we have different kind of scissors, but this is the basic scissors. We have a needle and thread. So if you don't own a machine yet, you can also use needle and thread for the time being to be able to work on your outfit. We have the measuring tape. Measuring tape is what you use to actually take your measurement. We have chalk or marker. What's your measurement, how you mark it on your pattern. We have the iron. You cannot do without iron as a fashion designer. We always need the iron. So in the future videos, I will explain each tool properly and show you how you can actually use them. So as a beginner, or if you are one that is already into fashion but missed the beginners class and you are joining this particular lesson, you don't need to be afraid. Everyone actually starts from somewhere. I started from somewhere. So with continuous practice, consistency, you also can make beautiful clothing as well. Fashion Academy, we teach fashion in a simple, practical, and beginners-friendly way. And we also offer introductory classes, physical introductory classes. So if you're staying close to my location, you can definitely come here. Beginners fashion programs and practical sewing training. Our goal is to help you learn with confidence. Please, if you're enjoying this video, kindly like, subscribe to this channel. You can ask questions in the comments section, and kindly share with someone that loves anything that has to do with fashion. Thank you for learning with Deepa Fashion Academy. Remember, practice makes progress. See you in the next video. Bye for now.